Hello, everyone. It's Tilly from Tarot with Tilly, and we're looking at July 2021 and the energy that surrounds it. What we are looking forward to, what we are probably not looking forward to the month of July. So, July is, first of all, the seventh month of the year, so it's a seven energy. Now, we've officially entered the latter half of the year. So if 2021's been hard for you, you've gotten over half of it. Okay, we're we're going towards the finish line now. Um, a seven energy. A seven energy is about romance and relationships. It's about making compromises so that things flow smoothly in our lives, and standing in our truth. So when we're making compromises, we're very much aware of where we will bend and where we must stand strong for ourselves. And then we have the five energy for the year 2021. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 is a five energy, which means that things are happening super fast. There's all kinds of things happening around us. It's about allowing and learning to let joy and happiness into our lives again, to express our creativity, to bring in romance, perhaps. Now, if we add the 7 plus the 5 together, it is a 12 energy, which is the hangman. So once again, we have to be the diplomat. We have to take a step back and think things through. Try and do it without emotion, staying in the moment, surrendering, making compromises. Once again, so making compromises is a very strong theme for the month of July 2021. So know that when we make compromises, it's a win-win situation for the compromise. It's not going against your truth, your morals, your values. And that's something that we can easily slip up on under that energy. So be aware, think it through, be the hangman. Think about what's best for you. Stay in the moment, meditation, prayer, contemplation, all very important things for the month of July. I think Mars talks to Saturn, and I think it's Uranus at the very beginning of the month, and that's going to cause some friction in our lives as we leave the full moon and enter the new moon. The new moon will be in Cancer on July the 9th. 16th, that'll be a 21 energy. So very much what the 12 and 3 is, but the 21 is more about finishing loose ends in order to plant the seeds. So it's about going out in the yard and looking at that little plot of ground that you've made for your seeds and saying, oh, there's some rocks there, there's some weeds there, I could hoe it up, I could add this, I could do that, so that when you plant that seed, it has the best available options going for it to grow, to mature, to grow beyond life, perhaps. So it's a great time to make plans for yourself under this new moon in July. And then we have the full moon on July the 23rd, and that'll be in Aquarius. And I think Pluto has something to do with that. I don't know if it's in an opposition or if it's a conjunction of some kind or harmony, but usually when we have Pluto involved and Aquarian energy, where we're trying to Aquarian energy is about emotional detachment and doing it for the better good, but the Pluto energy usually brings in things that we might have been suppressing, we might have been hiding. It's kind of like the truth comes out. So whatever we've been storing away, hoping nobody finds out about, it usually comes to be. So if you can avoid that by facing the music ahead of time, getting it out in the open so that it doesn't have the repercussions it might have during the full moon energy. But it will amplify our feelings. It will shake things up, absolutely, for the month of July. We'll pick a few cards here. Look at that. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, we've been through it, haven't we? We've had challenge after challenge, after stress. And many of us could feel pretty beaten up right now, like we fell down some kind of rabbit hole. And this card is to say it's going to get easier. You're going to feel the sun upon your body warming you. You're going to stand up straight and tall. You're going to dust off yourself and face your tomorrow with a strength, a fortitude, a confidence that you didn't have before. So it may be the reflection of past challenges and how you've come through them, knowing you've got this, an inner belief about yourself and a faith about God, your angels, your spirit guides, definitely being around you and protecting you. So, but and I think that's called that full moon is, I think, a buck full moon, only because the male deer grow their antlers around this time. So our first card, look at this, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, we are ready for the challenge. We want to go forward. We feel the energy around us. So it is about making plans about how we're going to ride off into that sunset, or how we're going to go towards our goals, our dreams, our desires. And it's with a strength. It's with a fortitude. It's with a very positive energy. It's with I've got this kind of energy. You know, we hold our sword high, we yell charge under this kind of energy. So it's knowing, July could be very well about knowing what we truly want in our life and how to go about bringing that into our lives. And we have to walk with a sense of integrity, strength, and courage, and stand really in our truth in order for the things to work out the way we want them to work out. We have the Six of Swords. So we have swords and swords. So perception and clarity, confidence, challenges. We're ready to go forward. We're ready to go forward into a success, into a new joy, into new challenges. And our third card is a sword too, the Nine of Swords. And this is where we may doubt ourselves. This is where we might start worrying about all the little stuff. Okay, don't sweat the little stuff. This card says we will. We'll get all antsy about what could be happening in our life, how we can go forward, what are the things that are trapping us, are cornering us, are not allowing us to move at the speed we want to move. And it's all those little things coming into play. We make mountains out of molehills under this influence. Very often we can, if we go into our dreams and our thought patterns, especially in, 2 a.m. when your brain says, hey, let's talk, and takes you back to the most traumatic part of your childhood each and every time, you might get a glimpse of something that you took as a truth, which was only an opinion of somebody else. You might actually see that roadblock that has been holding you back from moving forward. So in all cases, this card isn't a negative card. In some cases, we can actually explore our childhood, our youth, our young adult years, and see where we've, had our hands slapped, get away from that. Told to move back, told that we weren't good enough, told that it wasn't for us, told that we didn't have the talent or the ability, told that we shouldn't even think about doing things like that, told that fill in the blank. Seen and not heard. And we've got all swords here. So, it's really a great intelligence can come out. It's very much an air energy. So it's about perception. It's about clarity. It's about confidence and building our confidence. And it's really about observing our worlds and seeing those little clues that normally we overlook. We have the Six of Cups here as our third card, our fourth card. The Six of Cups is very much, there we stand and we look at these flowers and we're a little tense because we were told we weren't allowed to touch them. They'd break if we touched them, or we weren't allowed to smell them. They weren't for us. We could stand from afar. And there's our spirit guide saying, you can touch them. You can smell them, you can embrace them, you can pick them, you can do whatever you want with those flowers. Nobody has the right to tell you that you can or cannot. It's always available to you. It's always open to you. And so whatever that energy is that you want to step into and you're finding a hard time doing that, know that your spirit guides are saying, move closer. It is for you. See how it can open up. Smell the aromas. Feel the emotion. And we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, partnerships, celebrations, marriages. This is making connections, but this is also celebrating our connections. So at the very beginning, the 7 energy is all about relationships. So it's about growing our relationships, growing them stronger, putting dreams into place to grow that relationship, and perhaps projects that you want to complete, that you want to do together, and celebrating. It's very much about celebrating who you are, but who you are within that partnership. You know, we had this one also as a partnership. We have this one here that could be considered a partnership. And definitely this one is a partnership. So July is about getting together with people. July is about making plans for ourselves, yes, but maybe for also the people in our lives, and growing our dreams together, fulfilling our dreams together. And know that if we've been dishonest or we've tried to pull a fast one, those kinds of things will come out around the full moon. So we don't want to have any cause for that. So walk with your integrity. Think before you act or before you speak. Ask yourself about the long term of what you want out of your words or your actions. And will you, when you play it out in your mind, will you actually get that response? So I think July is going to be a wonderful month. What should we do? Should we get a mantra card for the month of July? Why not? So being the 12 energy, and then 1 + 2 is the 3 energy. I mean, that's about creativity. That's about birthing. That's about letting your creativity flow, your inventiveness, seeing what you can do, believing in yourself. Being the diplomat and thinking it through and making the plan. And we have the owl, follow your intuition. So all the answers come from within this month. Okay? If you've hit a rock in a hard place and you're trying to find the way through, look within. The answer already lays there for you, okay? We'll go to owl and follow your intuition. And you hold qualities and traits of the owl. Everybody does. So fine-tune your intuitive abilities, that sense of inner knowing. Become more perceptive and wise. Learn from the silence of the owl spirit, which offers lessons in stealth and poise in our everyday life. If you're about to take on a new business venture, let go of some parts of your life that are no longer relevant. And it's important that you become more observant. So once again, we have that being observant, really looking things over, really understanding what we're saying yes to and what we're saying no to this month. You cannot fool the owl, as he is aware of his surroundings at all times. With this message, you can follow your goals to prosperity and heed these qualities to live the life of your dreams. The mantra is, I am wise and intuitive. I follow my inner wisdom to prosperity. And we might as well do an animal card, because why not? We're here. We'll see what our animal is going to be for the month of July. We have the owl, so it's wisdom. A wise old owl sat in a tree. The more he... What is it? You know what why can't we be more like that wise old bird, you know? Listening instead of talking. Observing instead of doing, and seeing what unfolds before our eyes. Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a risk on you. And now it's an educated risk. Okay? Under this energy, yes, it's about taking a risk. It's about starting new things, new ventures. It's about experimenting with your creativity and your passions and your dreams and your desires, and seeing what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and what you want to bring in and what no longer works for you. But it's about taking a chance on you. Freedom, chance, fear, and passion. Life cannot give you joy unless you really will it. Life gives you time and space, and it's up to you to fill it. It's time for you to take a chance, a leap of faith. You've been lacking in energy or perhaps motivation. It could be out of fear, procrastination, anxiety. It could be that you're caught up with a bit of laziness and have beached yourself. It can be quite scary to change, and although you may feel stuck, and we know when Pluto's around, there's going to be change, so prepare for it. You may feel stuck, but you are never truly stuck. You have free will to change the course of where you want your life to go. Free yourself from the past and allow yourself to feel again. You might be stuck in a dead-end job. Look for a different one in a field which feeds your passion. You might be eyeing the cute girl at the coffee shop, looking at the cute boy who changed your oil. Ask him or her out. When you begin to take a chance on one thing, you will find it easier and easier to continue doing that in every part of your life, which will only draw you closer and closer to your ultimate success. And you won't know unless you take a chance. So, once we've sat back, once we've thought it through, once we've made the compromises we need in order to be able to take a chance on you. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.